Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. Word is bond, love is love. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the above. And if you ain't doing anything today, follow my Instagram, Ruga_Rose. We are here. All right. So, NXT WarGames is tomorrow night. The final pay-per-view for WWE for the year. NXT 2.0's very first pay-per-view. And sadly, the final NXT pay-per-view or show for 3 different people. I will talk about the 2 later, but the third is Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix said 2 days ago that the NXT WarGames will be her final NXT anything that she will call. She said she wants to focus on the family, but according to JD, there's more to it. But I follow JD, but not that well. But I'm not gonna get into it. Just good luck to her. That's all I gotta say. But let's not worry about that. Let's worry about War Games. Luckily, the NXT 2.0 format has not changed their pay-per-views. The only thing that's changed is the TakeOver name. But their format's still the same, 5 matches on the pay-per-view. So that's good to know. All right, so let's get into it. So first match we're going to talk about is Imperium. Imperium takes on Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner for the NXT Tag Team Championships. And what possibly, there's no possibly, it pretty much has been confirmed over the week that this is pretty much is Kyle O'Reilly's last NXT pay-per-view. Pretty much. Because WWE has sent offers to Kyle O'Reilly. He's not interested in any of them. So it's pretty likely that he's not going to resign. So he's pretty much going out the door after this. And pretty much how this match is going to go is pretty much how it's going to tell you what Kyle O'Reilly's future looking like. So they got this match being Legado del Fantasma this past Tuesday on NXT. And boom, here we are taking on Imperium, who I do enjoy. I believe they are some good mat technicians, as you would like to say. But Imperium's winning this because it doesn't make sense. Number one, Kyle O'Reilly ain't a tag team wrestler anymore. I think he's pretty much shown that he is a single star. And I thought Kyle O'Reilly would be here long enough to at least become NXT champion, because I think that's where Kyle O'Reilly pretty much was going and headed, was the NXT championship. But his contract is expiring and it seems like he's not re-signing to anything. So, boom. This is probably Kyle O'Reilly's final NXT pay-per-view. It is what it is. How's this match going to go? It's pretty much how this match going to go. You know, Imperium wins, and that's how we calling it. Next matchup, we got Duke Hudson, Cameron Grimes, hair versus hair. So this pretty much came off a poker game. It's literally what it was. This all started on a poker game. Because Duke Hudson has this thing where he's in the back. He got these vignettes where he's just having poker games, and then, he's winning all these poker games, and Cameron Grimes comes out of nowhere, and he just wins this poker game, and then he felt he got slighted, and then 2 weeks ago, they had this poker showdown in the middle of the ring. Cameron Grimes wins, and Duke Hudson beats his ass for it, and then he cuts his hair, and then Cameron Grimes comes out this past Tuesday talking about, you want to cut my hair? I want to do the same thing to you. So, a hair versus hair. That's pretty much what it is. I don't think we see a lot of Duke Hudson in the ring. I think the first time we saw Duke Hudson was, of course, the NXT Breakout Tournament that happened this past year. So that's where he was introduced. So, okay, so one of these men is going to be bald. I want to say Cameron Grimes wins this. Because I don't know what they're doing with him anymore. I don't really know. Because I said it before. I said Cameron Grimes was like one big win away from becoming North American champion. Because I thought that's where he was headed to, was the North American title. But now it just seems like he changed his character to, he was bankrupt. He was broke. And then out of nowhere, he invested some stock that made him a millionaire. And now all of a sudden he got all this money. And then he became LA Knight's butler for a minute and then got out of that. And it's like, I don't know where Cameron Grimes is projected to go at this point. So, I don't know. But I guess we got I guess Cameron Grimes wins. I don't know. I don't know. Move on. Moving on. Roderick Strong versus Joe Gacy for the Cruiserweight Championship. Now, a little bit of news about that title over the past week is that title may be getting close to retiring. That title should not be your concern right now, because your concern should actually be that 24/7 championship that actually should have been retired. It's been past its due date. Like it's been here for 5 years, and it's done. It's done. Funny thing is, the Cruiserweight title came in that same amount of time, the same year. It came in the same year, and for some reason we want to get rid of the Cruiserweight Championship, much less the 24/7 title. I don't understand it. But when Roderick Strong won the Cruiserweight Championship, I know exactly what they were doing with that, because I'm not saying Roderick Strong isn't good. Roderick Strong is good, absolutely. But for him to have the Cruiserweight Championship, I'm not sure about that. Because I don't remember, when was the last time he defended that? I believe he defended that championship against Kushida. I think that was the last time. It may have been something else. I don't really remember specifically when, but yeah. Yeah. It's taking on Joe Gacy, who's not even a cruiserweight. So he had to lose. I don't even know how much he even weighs at the moment, but he's not really a very small guy. So had to shed maybe 20, 25 pounds within 2 weeks just to get to the weight. Kind of crazy, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Roderick Strong's apparently he's going to retain the title, because Joe Gacy winning the Cruiserweight Championship doesn't make any lick of sense. Fun fact, though, I actually learned over the week that Joe Gacy was on Evolve. Evolve, one of those the indie promotion that WWE promotes. Yeah, I learned that. He actually was in a stable with Eddie Kingston. The more you know. I just showed up on my feed one day, my recommendations one day. I was like, oh, okay. But Roderick Strong's retaining. This match honestly makes no sense. It's a cool match. It's going to be a cool match. It's just the story around it just doesn't make much sense, especially with they can go one-on-one, no problem, but the Cruiserweight title on the line just makes no sense. That adding the title into it makes no sense. So, is what it is with that. All right. Now let's get on to the matches that make up this pay-per-view. War Games. The first War Games without the Undisputed Era. How interesting. So, we're going to go with the women. Team Dakota Kai, which features Dakota Kai and Toxic Attraction. The NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Gigi Dolan and JD Jace? And, of course, the NXT Women's Champion, Mandy Rose, as they take on Team Raquel, which is Raquel Gonzalez, Io Shirai, Cobra Jade, and Kaylee Ray. The last time Toxic Attraction was in a high-profile match, it was a dumpster fire. A lot happened in that match. I don't push you to watch that match, but I just want you to know that that was a dumpster fire. So I can imagine how they're going to do in this environment. But, it's a cage and you're in a ring, so I don't know. Who knows? But we'll see how they go. I'm surprised Dakota Kai is actually still here. I thought Dakota Kai would actually been in the main event and the main roster by now. I guess that's not happening anytime soon. And Mandy, they say Mandy got better. I'm still not sure. I'm still not convinced. In terms of the other side, I don't remember how many matches Cobra Jade's had to this point. I think maybe 3 or 4. So for her to be in this type of atmosphere is actually crazy. In terms of the other 3, I'm perfectly fine because the other 3 were actually in last year's. And it's so ironic because last year, Raquel Gonzalez and Io Shirai were on different sides. And Raquel pinned Io to win the match. So for them to be teammates is actually a little bit crazy. But here we are. Here we are. I think this match will be okay. I think it'll be all right. We'll see how everything is. Personally, I don't think Toxic Attraction should be champions at all, but apparently NXT is so high on them, which makes no lick of sense. But who am I to think that they're wrong and I'm right? You know what I'm saying? I think Team Raquel wins. I believe so. But then again, if you got the NXT Women's Champion and then tag team champions on your team, I would think that you win. So I don't know. I don't know how they go. But I got Team Raquel winning. That's pretty much how we go about it. Main event. Team 2.0, which consists of Grayson Waller, the North American champion Carmelo Hayes, my man Tony D'Angelo, and of course, the man who turned heel and that I didn't believe was heel to begin with, Braun Breaker, taking on Team Black and Gold, the Cruiserweight Pete Dunne, Johnny Gargano, L.A. Knight, hold on, let me talk to you, and the NXT champion himself, the Blackheart Tommaso Ciampa. Now, my only slight problem is L.A. Knight on Black and Gold, because granted, L.A. Knight debuted this past year when NXT was Black and Gold. Yes. But if we're talking about being on the team with those 3 who are technically NXT originals, then I don't know. But I'll let it be. You know what I'm saying? But not really talking about them. It's more talking about 2.0 here. As I said, Braun Breaker looks like the guy that will become the next NXT champion. He didn't get it done in Halloween Havoc, thank God, but it's gonna happen. I think we're all understanding that it's gonna happen at some point. So we're just waiting on it to happen. Grayson Waller, he was seeming like one of those guys they're gonna focus on. Cause I don't know what it is. Like, I've seen Grayson Waller some matches. He had I think 2 weeks ago, he had a match with Tommaso Ciampa, which was a really good match. I thought that match was really good. So when I saw that, I said, okay, they're gonna focus on Grayson Waller a little bit. He had this rivalry with LA Knight, so they've been going at it for a bit. You got Carmelo Hayes, who I remember when he was in the breakout tournament, I said to myself, I like him. Something about him, like I don't know what it is, but I like him. Then all of a sudden he turns heel and then becomes the North American champion. All right. Not mad at that. And Tony D'Angelo, like, it's a gimmick, but I love it. Like, I don't know. It's like the whole Italian thing. I love it. I appreciate it. I mess with it. You know what I'm saying? I mess with it. I like it. I like Tony D'Angelo. I hope he goes far. I hope he goes far. Now, elephant in the room, elephant in this match. This will be Johnny Gargano's final NXT match. Because after after War Game is over, Johnny Gargano's contract expires. And it has been said that he's been offered contracts. We don't know if he signed yet. So Giants keeping it on the hush, which is good. It was good. So how this match goes, it pretty much will show what happens with Johnny. But I do believe Team Black and Gold will win. I believe they will. So if they do win, then maybe Johnny stays after that. Because it's usually how it is. Like, if you know somebody's contract is expiring, then you kind of know how things are going to go. Like, I remember last year, Adam Cole, right? Adam Cole's contract was actually expiring last year, back in 2020. I think August. And he still was NXT champion because he was NXT champion last year. He won his match against the Velveteen Dream, so that means he stayed for one more year. So with Johnny, we don't know. But if Johnny does stay, then Johnny's definitely going to the main roster after that. He can't. He's not. I'm not saying he can't stay in NXT, but he probably won't. So only time will tell. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. It's tomorrow, so we'll find out. But I got Team Black and Gold winning. I do. I do have them winning. I think it'll be a great match. I think 2.0 will definitely show out because they have to. Because y'all the new thing on the block. You got to make sure that you show up and show out. But I do got Team Black and Gold winning. And that's that. Final pay-per-view of the year for WWE. Let's see how it goes. So it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support. As always, you already know, man. We just fighting to get to where we need to be. Make sure we get it done. So until next time, peace, love, 100. Hear it?